You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Seth Peterson.
Hi, I'm Tippi Hedren.
I'm Rhonda Schwartz.
I'm Josh Roberts.
This is Jessalyn Gilson.
Hello, I'm Victor Webb.
Hi, this is Charlotte Ross.
Hi, this is Ed Begley Jr. What's up, you guys? This is AJ from the Backstreet Boys.
Hi, this is Shannon Elizabeth, and you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets. And you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talking Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
With John Patch.
John Patch.
You're listening to Talking Pets with John Patch.
Hello, America, and welcome to Talkin' Pets with your host, John Patch. Join John and his expert guests with all of your pet questions, concerns, comments, and stories. Now it's time for Talkin' Pets with your host, John Patch.
And welcome to Talkin' Pets, heard coast to coast on your favorite radio station. This is Talkin' Pets, and I'm John Patch. Joining us is Dr. Vince Santonzi from
the Hillsborough Community College Veterinary Technology Program.
Here to answer your medical questions and your behavior questions about your pets. The show is produced by executive producer Mr. Bob Page.
¿Qué pasa, señor?
Also, Mr. Matt at Business Talk Radio Network. When you call in, you'll speak with Matt, and he'll put you on the air with us at 866-606-8255. That's 866-606-TALK. Joining us in this hour is the author of Awkward Family Pet Photos, Mr. Mike Bender. He's going to be joining us in just a few, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to give away a couple of his books, Awkward Family Pet Photos, so give us a call if you've got questions about some strange deals that maybe you had with your pets while taking a photo. 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. Once again, this is Talkin' Pets. I'm John Patch.
I'm Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Talkin' Pets.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head? This is where I grew up. I think the president would have fixed it up. I never knew we ever went without. The second floor is hot for sneaking out.
Mike Bender is a professional screenwriter living in Los Angeles whose credits include Not Another Teen Movie and the MTV Movie Awards. He is also a regular contributor to Esquire. Mike's dog Din Din had final approval over his author's photo, and I can see why. Once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. We want to welcome onto the program Mr. Mike Bender. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you, John?
It's nice to have you on the air with us in this new year of 2012.
I am. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Happy New Year.
Yes, to you too.
I want to introduce you to Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Hey, Vince, how are you?
Good. And you're sitting in, of course, with our producer, Mr. Bob Page, and Matt at Business Talk Radio, as well as the rest of the world.
Hey, guys.
So, Happy New Year to everybody out there listening. If you've got a question, of course, for Mr. Mike Bender, we welcome it in. Awkward Family Pet Photos. And, like right off the bat, Mike, I've got to tell you, I was at this store, Best Buy, basically, and I'm in there talking to this girl that was waiting on me, and I just had to tell you this story right from the beginning. And I'm in there, and I'm looking for, actually, this new wand that they have that you can scan with a wand, because if you saw my office and all the paperwork from the network, you would think that I was, getting ready to build a bonfire or something. But so basically, I'm looking at this wand, and she and I just started talking about business. And I said, I don't know, somehow you came up. And then all of a sudden, she says, I'm a photographer. And I think that's why I got into the Awkward Family Pet Photos book. And when I mentioned your name in the book, she's like, oh, I love that book. I can look at it all day long. She says, it's my favorite book out on the bookshelves now. And I was like, is that because you're a photographer? She's like, no. She said, it is awesome. So I just had to tell you that.
That's the best endorsement possible when you hear stuff like that.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, out of nowhere that came. And it was just like the strangest thing, and she totally knew your book. But I guess, according to what I've read, you've had, I think, millions of hits or something like that? Like, you spent 16 weeks on New York Times list, and then your website, I think, is doing phenomenal.
Yeah, we get, over the holidays, it always tends to spike. We got about 20 million impressions in the months of November and December.
I got to ask you, how long did it take you to put this together, and how exactly did you put this book together?
Well, it takes a while. I will say that. It took probably about a year to put the book together. The first book is Awkward Family Photos. That came out in May of 2010. And after that book came out, we obviously wanted to do a second book, a follow-up, and we had noticed that on the website, when we published family pet photos, they got a huge reaction. People really, really, really reacted to them. So it seemed like a natural sort of topic to go into, and we actually launched awkwardfamilypetphotos.com as a separate site because we felt like, well, it's a different relationship, the relationship between people and their pets, and the idea that, our pets are not awkward. They're not the awkward ones. We are. We're the awkward ones because we force them to take photos with us and, sit on Santa's lap over the holidays. And so that was what was interesting to us and what, why we wanted to do a book. And really the photos all kind of thematically have to do with that same idea that, we as the owners are the ones that make that relationship awkward.
I absolutely agree with that. I mean, I think humans are the oddballs on this planet. I mean, I always said I think the animals are the beautiful ones. In the beginning of your book on page 13, I'm going to talk about some of your photos.
Sure.
You got top model on there, and it's like redneck hell.
Yeah, I mean that. One of the interesting things that when we started getting photos was just seeing animals that, quite frankly, I didn't realize were pets. The picture you're talking about, it's a possum, but it looks like they're holding the possum as they would the family dog, and taking a portrait with the possum, and it's just another example of how it doesn't really matter what kind of pet you have, that relationship is still the same.
Also on page 16, you got a number of photos on different animals here, and it's amazing what we do to our pets with clothing.
Yes, and yes, it is. I mean, we dress up our pets in every possible way, and one of the pictures there is actually someone dressed up their sugar gliders, which are very, very, very small marsupials. The fact that they actually fashioned hats, cowboy hats for them, is an amazing thing. And then, there are cases where we have a photo in there where someone not only, dresses up their pet, but actually dyes the hair of their pet. And it's a very, I'm sure you can see on page 17, a very colorful photo, to say the least.
Yeah, a lot of people with those, when they got poodles and those little pom-poms on them,
yes,
always
poodles
like to dye them like a different color.
I know, for some reason the poodles, that sort of, they lend themselves to that, and they look like just big, cotton candy animals.
We love to anthropomorphize, and when we do that with animals, are just consistently, universally interesting. They cross cultural lines, and they're just, everybody loves pets and animals. And when we dress them up and we make them look like people, and we show them in funny positions, it's just consistently interesting. It's a guaranteed formula.
Yeah.
For success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike, do you see actually that you're going to, I don't even know if you have, but are you getting into greeting cards and calendars and stuff like that with this?
We do. We have a line of greeting cards with American Greetings at Target and Walmart and CVS stores right now.
That's cool, because I can see these taking off.
Okay. Yeah, it actually did really well over the holidays, and these they're kind of built-in greeting cards, the photos themselves and the fact that we're writing the captions for these anyway. So yeah, it felt like a natural extension, and the people that are involved seem to love it as well.
Now, when you do something like this, like a photograph book, like Awkward Family Pet Photos, you have to get authorization, I take it, from all of these people with all of these photos.
Absolutely, yeah. Every single photo that appears in this book and the first book, we had to reach out to those families, have them sign physical releases. That's part of the reason it takes a year to put something like this together, because although you might see 300 photos in the book, we actually had to go out and get releases for 700 just to have enough content to put the book together.
Hey, Mike, don't go away. We're going to take a little break. We're going to continue on with Mike Bender. If you've got a question or a comment about taking a photo with your pet, or maybe you want to submit it for Mike's next book, give us a call, 866-606-8255. The first call to come in to Matt, our producer right now, is going to get a complimentary copy of the book, Awkward Family Pet Photos. It's put out by Three Rivers Press. You can find it in bookstores. You can also find it online. But right now, the first call to come in, 866-606-8255. The book is yours. Compliments of Talkin' Pets and Mike Bender. 866-606-8255. I'm John Patch.
I'm Dr. Vince Santonzi.
Once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. Check us out live on the web, actually, at talkinpets.com. We're webcasting there live, so you can watch us on there as well as listen. But check it out at talkinpets.com. No G in the Talkin, Talkin, pets.com. And join us on our Facebook and Twitter as well. Bobby, did you tweet and Facebook Mike Bender on our sites?
Yep, his Facebook page as well as their website are both up on our Facebook and Twitter pages.
Sounds good. You can check it out. Once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets, 866-606-TALK.
Talkin' Pets. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Buster, you're telling me my dog food products can't go on your shelves?
That's right. Didn't pass one of my Petco certified nutrition checklists. Sorry, Wayne.
Who made these checklists?
Geniuses. Very smart guys.
Well, it's good enough for most grocery stores.
Do you see cheese puffs on my shelves? Mayonnaise? Soda pop?
No.
That's because I ain't running no grocery store, Wayne. Your pets will get better nutrition. I guarantee it. Petco, where healthy pets go.
Go to PetLifeRadio.com/Petco and get $6 off your order of $60 or more and up to 40% off hundreds of items at Petco. PetLifeRadio.com/Petco.
Dyson.
The new Dyson Animal Vacs are powerful bagless upright vacuums for homes with pets. Air muscle and radio root cyclone technology generates the strongest suction power to powerfully remove dust, dirt, and pet hair from the home or car. To order your Dyson Animal Vac, go to PetLifeRadio.com/Dyson. PetLifeRadio.com/Dyson to order your Dyson Animal Vac today.
Dyson. Music to your ears.
Hi, this is Ken Jones from the new Prince of Ponds podcast. You are listening to Pet Life Radio. I invite you to come get your feet wet at Prince of Ponds. My show is all about ponds, fountains, waterfalls, and all the critters that live in a water garden. Join me here on Pet Life Radio where I answer your questions. Go ahead, splash me.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
And you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm John Patch.
I'm Dr. Vince Santonzi.
866-606-TALK is the number, 866-606-8255. We're talking about awkward family pet photos. It's a book that is written by and put together by Mike Bender and also Doug Chernak. He's your cohort in crime, right there, Mike?
Yeah, Doug and I grew up together in New Jersey and have been friends for a long, long time.
Is it true? Are you friends with the Apatow group there?
I do know those guys, yes.
That's pretty cool. He was the one that put together the 40-Year-Old Virgin, right?
Yes, exactly, yeah, and he was nice enough to give us like a little blurb on the first book.
How old are you, Mike?
I am 36 years old.
Oh, so that story wasn't about you then.
Not yet. I still got 4 years.
That's cool. Hey, we have a question, comment, and she's getting a copy of the book, Linda from Asheville, North Carolina. Linda, did you have a comment or a question for Mike Bender? Hi, Linda. I think we have Linda. Linda? We don't have Linda. All right, well, she's getting a copy of the book. Maybe she'll call back. I got to ask you. Okay, Linda, you there?
I'm here.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing, John?
We're doing wonderful. Nice to get you on the air with us.
Thank you. This is my first time on your radio show since I left Tampa.
Is this Linda Nash?
Yes, it is.
Hey, how are you? Actually,
I'm great.
You were on our Facebook.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, you left a comment on there. Nice to hear from you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was just saying, you're in Asheville, North Carolina, a beautiful part of the country.
I am.
So, yeah. So you're tuned in, you're listening. Are you familiar with awkward family pet photos?
I have not seen it before, but I can absolutely, totally relate since I do therapy dog work with my dogs, and sometimes they will wear hats and costumes.
Well, we were just talking about putting clothes on pets for photographs, so do you find that yours are actually comfortable putting on this clothing?
They absolutely detest it, and they get that look on their face of like, how could you even think of doing this to me? I am far above this.
You need to actually then take some photos and send them over to Mike. Well, it's good to hear from you, and everything's good with the family and all?
Yes, it is. I have one yellow lab and one little black lab boxer girl.
So do you take a lot of photos of your pets?
I do, and my yellow boy is happy to have photos taken. My little black girl is not happy.
Well, yeah, some of them like it and some of them don't. But, you know, Mike got a huge success here by putting these photographs in this book. So, Linda, we're going to send you a copy of it.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, it's good to hear from you, and you know, keep tuning in.
Okay, I certainly will. And
Thanks,
you look great.
Thanks. Oh, you're watching right now, too,
yes.
You? Thanks, Linda.
Okay.
All right, I'm waving.
Okay.
All right, that's Linda Nash once again from Asheville, North Carolina. Mike, that one was for me. That was a longtime friend that I haven't talked to or seen in a long, long time. But now she's going to see a copy of your book, Awkward Family Pet Photos. And I do got to ask you, I think one of the more awkward photos in this book is on your page 26, and it's Some Mysteries Will Never Be Solved. You familiar with that picture?
Yeah, we call that photo Pet Noir. We often get, and some of my favorite photos that we receive are photos that you don't quite know what's happening in the photo. This is definitely one of them. There's a big question mark on this photo. It's a very odd photo. It looks like one of those sort of like that Demi Moore pregnancy photo, but the guy is holding his dog. It's odd and it's strange, and it's certainly a topic for a lot of discussion.
Even the face he's making is strange.
Yeah, yes. I would certainly agree with that. And you know, we noticed that this photo seems to be getting the most, probably the most attention out of any of the other photos in the book.
Well, Bobby, our producer, onto our
on page 69, that's pretty awkward.
He's holding up photos onto our webcam so people can actually see what we're talking about. If you want to tune into the webcam at talkin.com.
Yeah, those guys are brothers.
Wait, brothers?
They're brothers.
That's not a girl?
That is not a girl. We always have to clarify with this one. Those are two brothers that you know, they love their cat. I mean, this idea of, you know, we all kind of know about the crazy cat lady, but when we saw a lot of photos coming in, we also realized, well, there's also the crazy cat guy and people that are just crazy about their cats, and these guys, you know, obviously very enthusiastic.
Couple of gentlemen right there.
Yes.
Hey,
well,
Mike.
I love my cats, but I don't know.
Mike, are all the captions sent in by the owners?
No, I write the captions. The owners will send in stories sometimes. We call them like the behind the awkwardness sections, and that's in the book as well, where they actually tell the story behind the photo. But the captions are all written by us.
Yeah, I like the Call of the Wild section.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Bobby's having his own little fund over there, Mike, over in front of our control board, because he's like holding up photos left and right to the webcam.
Absolutely makes sense to me now why they chose to call it The Birds and the Bees.
What page?
99.
On page 99 of the book. So, I mean, you got to get this book and check it out. It's a lot of fun and a lot of things to share with people. Awkward family pet photos.
Oh, picture of you, John.
But if you look right now, you'll see some of the photos because Bobby's holding them up to our webcam at talkinpets.com, TALKIN pets.com, talkinpets.com. I just saw page 99. Took me a little while to fold over to there because there's a lot of. How many photos are in this book, Mike?
There's over 300 photos.
This makes like the perfect like conversation coffee table.
It
book.
really
it's
does.
Awesome.
Yeah, we like to think there's a little bit of something in here for everybody, and ultimately though it really is a celebration because I have a dog. Doug has pets, and we for us, we love our pets. We wanted to do something that was a celebration of that relationship, but obviously look at it from a humorous angle and an angle that we thought hadn't quite been explored yet.
There's a lot of humor in this one. I don't know, page 116, All Hail the Queen. Okay, it's two odd little girls sitting with a hamster taking up the chair.
Very bizarre. That was taken. That was actually sent in from someone in England who had sent that to us.
It almost looks haunted.
It does have a kind of that kind of vibe, doesn't it?
You got another one here on page 121. Pump up the volume. Another possum on someone's head. And if anybody has been around possums, they smell. They got an odor to them. Did you ever smell one?
I have not. I've yet to smell a possum, but I do know that people that are possum pet owners are very, very enthusiastic, and it'd be interesting to hear from a possum owner. Maybe they can refute that.
Bobby, before we go out there break, you need to hold up to the webcam page 124. It's not as awkward as the nowhere, that guy holding the dog. That for some reason this one doesn't seem awkward.
No, that's a little sexy.
But
why does that one not seem awkward to you, John?
I don't know, but it just doesn't seem awkward with a female holding.
Perfectly okay with this picture.
But I don't know, with the guy with the dog, it was a little strange.
Right. This one seems just fine.
Yeah, I don't know why. Seriously, I don't know why.
The copy you gave me, John, these pictures are stuck together. I can't
whatever. 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. We're going to take a little break. We come back. We'll continue on with Mike Bender, one of the authors of Awkward Family Pet Photos. You can find it in books, stores, and you can find it online. But right now, I'll come in to Matt, and the book is yours. 866-606-8255.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Every pet is unique. Maybe they're gray in the muzzle, yet young at heart. Maybe they're growing out of the puppy stage and into their paws and ears. Or maybe they're just trying to maintain a more girlish figure. At PetSmart, we have the right food for your pet at a great value for you. PetSmart. Be better together.
Go to PetLifeRadio.com/PetSmart and save up to 30% on toys, collars, leashes, PetSmart gift cards, treats, and more. Go to PetLifeRadio.com/PetSmart today.
I Love My Pets, the new single by Mark Winter, available on iTunes.
Hi guys, this is Skylar Samuel.
Hi, this is Rochelle Pfaff from the Twilight franchise.
Hey, what's going on? It's Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris.
Hey guys, it's Caroline Sunshine from the new movie Marmaduke.
You are listening to the amazing, unstoppable Kristen Powers.
Pets Rock.
Pets Rock.
Pets Rock. Pets Rock.
Pets Rock on Pet Life Radio.
Hey everyone, this is Kristen Powers of Pets Rock at Pet Life Radio. We'll see you next time.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Pets Rock.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
With this hour's Talking Pets news from the USA Today, here's your host, John Patch.
Out of Cleveland, Ohio, the Greater Cleveland Aquarium opens January 21st downtown. A 150-foot-long tank was filled with 500,000 gallons of water for sharks and more than 5,000 freshwater and saltwater fish. Visitors will pass through the tank using a windowed walkway resembling a tube. Dr. Vince?
From Carthage, Illinois, a public hearing is set for Wednesday about Junction Acres, proposed 5,600 sow farm that's expected to produce 2,500 pigs weekly. Some residents have cited environmental concerns because of a concentration of hog confinements in Hancock County.
Dr. Lisa.
From Los Angeles, California, sightings of killer whales are apparently the same two family groups traveling the coastline in recent weeks. Point Vicente Interpretive Center observers cataloging the surge of migrating gray whales saw 10 killer whales off the Palos Verdes Peninsula on Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, the whale-watching vessel Dana Pride spotted up to 10 of the orcas off the Orange County coast.
Out of Anchorage, Alaska, a moose conservation group said heavy mountain snow has led to crashes between vehicles and moose. Now, moose are looking for easier paths, and they're finding them on South Central roads. Alaska Moose Federation founder Gary Olson said drivers should keep headlights and windshields free of ice and slow down.
More hog news from Vicksburg, Mississippi. Wild hogs are making a mess in the National Military Park. We've removed 11 so far since mid-October, said Mike Medell, the park's superintendent, and we've just cited a group of 7. It's definitely a problem. The park enlisted the help of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service to trap and shoot the nuisance animals to head off any movement south or east where they could cross paths with joggers on the tour road. Dr. Lisa?
From Tallahassee, Florida, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission reported that 453 manatee carcasses were documented in state waters in 2011. That's the second highest number on record. Biologists reported 766 deaths in 2010 and 429 in 2009. That's a shame.
And once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm John Patch.
I'm Dr. Vince Santonzi.
I'm Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
866-606-TALK is the number if you want to check us out. Check us out live on the webcam at talkinpets.com. TALKIN pets.com. And once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm John Patch.
I'm Dr. Vince Santonzi.
I'm Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
Dr. Lisa has now joined the house.
Sorry
You
about
just came
that
from
little,
work?
little mix-up. I didn't think you were going to have me officially join until the next hour.
Oh,
yes,
you're on.
I just came from work.
And you work at?
Hillsborough County Animal Services. And can I just tell one very quick story, John?
Shoot.
Which is relevant, and it's regarding the importance of microchipping your pets. So the last case I had today at the shelter was a cat that was brought in injured and was going to be euthanized due to the injury. And after the cat was sedated, we found a microchip. Traced the microchip to a local owner who came to the shelter, at which point I had time to do some treatment on the cat, and the cat started to improve. Now, instead of the cat being euthanized and dead, the cat is now going to be returned to her owner tomorrow morning.
That's great.
To his owner tomorrow morning, and she's going to he's stable and in okay condition, and is going to be transferred to her veterinarian tomorrow.
Wonderful.
And all because the cat had a microchip. And coincidentally, the cat was adopted from our shelter 3 years ago, and we microchip all the cats adopted at our shelter. So please microchip your pets.
Yeah, mine are microchipped, actually. Well, once again, you are listening to Talkin' Pets, and we are speaking with Mike Bender. He's one of the authors of Awkward Family Pet Photos. Before we say goodbye to Mike, I gotta ask you now, based on because we always talk about who has more dogs, who has more cats, who has more whatever, and based on all the photos that you collected, which you said were in the hundreds, what did you find to be more prominent? More dog photographs, more cat photographs, or where do rabbits or birds fit in?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. I would say overwhelmingly we got more dog photos. Then it would be cats, and then from there, surprisingly a lot of farm animals. Then it would probably be birds, and then you get into the more exotic pets. But yeah, we had more dog photos than we knew what to do with.
Did you get any photos that, for instance, you don't have to explain them, but did you get any photos that you cannot publish?
Oh, absolutely, we do.
Of course.
We have our NSFW folder, which is just for our eyes only, but we absolutely we get a lot of very, very odd photos. I will say with the pets, less so. with just regular awkward family photos, we get a lot. So no, we've never seen anything disturbing enough that we had to call the authorities. But you know, we do get photos we can't post.
So was it anything? You mentioned farm animals. I'm just assuming.
Again, nothing that would be, you know, that people would find that objectionable. But we do get a lot of photos of people that are not properly dressed. I will say that. Not that anything's happening between them and their pets, but they are not dressed.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Hey, Mike, I love the photo on page 165 of the cat Tofu. It was sent to you by someone in Taiwan.
Yes.
And the cat is sitting in the frying pan, and it's so funny because we have a picture of our cat Bunny that we adopted in Japan, and she used to like to sit in the wok. So I think that's proof that Asian cats like the frying pans or the woks. They just like to sit in them, I guess.
That's interesting. Yeah, they like the warmth. Yeah.
No pun intended on that one, is there? Hey, I got to ask you, well, before I ask you this next question, we do have another book to give out, so the next call to come in at 866-606-8255. That's 866-606-TALK, toll-free telephone number, where you're going to get a copy of Awkward Family Pet Photos. It's with Mike Bender and Doug Chernak, and, of course, it's put out by Three Rivers Press, and it is in bookstores and online, of course, but you can get a complimentary copy right now. Be the first one to call in, 866-606-8255. You know, talking about animals, and you said you're a pet lover as well, Mike,
yeah.
And all these photos that you dealt with, do you have some favorite movies maybe that you've seen out there lately?
You're talking about favorite movies in terms of pet movies?
Yeah, pet movies, animal movies.
You know, I don't know that I've seen a great animal movie. I'm trying to think of what I've seen recently. Obviously, I am a huge fan of movies like Babe, movies like that. You know, that for me, that's probably my favorite.
Actually, James Cromwell is a good friend of the program, and he was a farmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's to me that's the classic. That's the one to beat. But yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Well, and did you get any movie stars or celebrities that presented photos to you?
We do. Yeah. I mean, you know, someone had sent us. Not so much. I don't know that we've gotten a lot on the pet side, but again, in Awkward Family Photos, we do get a lot of celebrities. Actually, Judd Apatow submitted a Halloween photo of his, and we just got one recently from Adrian Grenier, the guy from the HBO show Entourage.
Oh, cool. That's Bobby. That's one of your favorite shows, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good show. It's well done.
Also, the winner to the book is Ellis in Vancouver, Washington. So congratulations, Ellis. We're going to get you out a copy of the book, Awkward Family Pet Photos. That's coming right out to you. What about politically, Mike? Any political figures send you any photos? That would be interesting to see how, you know.
Well,
anything with farm animals?
Yeah, as you can imagine, they're not eager to send in their photos.
No.
We did have something very funny happen when the sites first launched. There was I think it was like a secretary of the Interior Ministry or something in Australia was on our site, and he got in a lot of trouble because they actually mistakenly thought it was a porn website, which of course it is not. But it was in all the newspapers and everything that he had gotten busted being on this site. So that got a lot of press there. But
good press for you guys.
Yeah, well, it was interesting press.
Hey, if it's press, that's good press. Good or bad. So we go with what we get. So, but you know, this is a cool book. Now, you're going to bring out. You got other ones coming out after this?
We do. We have a third book that we're doing with Three Rivers at Random House. We're doing the next book is going to be all about awkward family holidays throughout the year, and how we sort of the awkwardness that goes along with all of the holidays, and it will include pets as well. But it's more just taking a look at all the holidays, because that's obviously a time when we take a lot of photos around the holidays.
Well, I highly recommend your book, Awkward Family Pet Photos by Three River Press, in bookstores and online. Mike, great pleasure having you on the show. I look forward to having you on more often with more books coming out.
Yeah, I'd love to come back. Thank you guys so much for having me.
It's a great pleasure, and congratulations on a fun book.
Thanks,
Mike. That's Mike Bender, and his cohort is Doug Chernak. That's the book, Awkward Family Pet Photos. So you can find it in bookstores, you can find it online. But it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun stuff in here.
It's a really funny book.
It really is.
And it's definitely a conversation piece. I mean,
Yeah, because you'd be like, look at this one. They'd be like, no, look at that one. Look at this one.
Well, no, but you were having fun over there on your own.
Exactly.
I mean, Bobby's holding up all the photos to, to the book up to the webcam. Now I'm looking at page 157, the butt sniffer.
Yeah.
It's a great...
I held that one up for a little while.
It's a great conversation starter, for parties and things. Because people love to talk about their own pets. And when they see photos like this, it reminds them
Just like we did.
Yeah.
Have you taken a photo, Lisa, of your pet that is really strange?
Not really. We don't take enough photos of our pets, but we do. You showed that dog sniffing the baby's butt.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this cat, Leroy, one of our cats, and we have a new dog, and the dog has some incontinence issues, so she wears a diaper in the house. And Leroy loves to sniff that diaper and roll his head all over that diaper. So as soon as when you showed me that photo, I thought about Leroy and Lily's diaper. He just rolls his head all over that diaper. He loves it. So it's a great conversation piece.
We got to send Mike some pictures of our pets.
We'll get a photo of Leroy sniffing Lily's diaper.
I got to get mine, my cat. I know there's one that recently we had an author on, and on the can't remember the book. It's in my office, but it's got a big frog on the cover. And there was the one day Rainey, my female cat, just kept staring at it, looking at it, and it looked like the frog was looking at her. So I snapped a picture of that. It was cute. I don't know if it was weird, but it was cute. So it's amazing what kind of comes out when you take photos of your pets. But that was Mike Bender. He's the author of Awkward Family Pet Photos. 866-606-TALK. Dr. Vince and Dr. Lisa are here. If you've got a question about your pet's medical or behavior, pick up the phone and give us a call. We do have one more book to give away, so the next call that comes in over the break, the book is yours. Awkward Family Pet Photos by Mike Bender and Doug Chernak. 866-606-8255. 866-606-TALK. I'm John Patch.
I'm Dr. Vince Santonzi.
I'm Dr. Lisa Santonzi.
And this is Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Love your pets but wish their medications were a lot less expensive? They are at 1-800-PET-MEDS. You'll not only save on flea and heartworm medications, but on prescriptions for arthritis, incontinence, thyroid, and more. And you get fast service, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Plus, our licensed pharmacists ensure accuracy, monitor drug interaction, and more. See why over 5 million people have trusted their pet's health to 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy. Call now or order online.
Go to petmeds.com/lucky, LUCKY, to get 10% off any order and free shipping on orders of $39 or more at petmeds.com.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called InfoSeeds. InfoSeeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. Is the best, most cost-effective way to invite us in. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit the website
PetLifeRadio.com.
Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of InfoSeed. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Hi everybody, I'm Megan Blake here with my sidekick Super Smiley, the giant mutt and spokes dog for throwaways. You're listening to Pet Life Radio, and I'd like to tell you about our brand new show, A Super Smiley Adventure. Our show explores adventures with animals. They can be traveling, out in the world trips, or inner journeys where our animals lead us to inspiration and self-discovery, or just plain fun adventures. Join us here on Pet Life Radio on A Super Smiley Adventure. Good boy.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
So as we look back over the past year, what were some of the most popular pet names of 2011? With the Talkin' Pets News Brief, I'm Bob Page. Sad news, everybody. Ugh. Twilight the movie has struck again. Thanks to the ever-popular movie, or at least we suspect, the most popular name for dogs and cats in America for 2011 was Bella. Bella. Bella has dominated the dog name list since 2009. For the first time this year, it shot to the top of the kitty list as well. Rounding out the top 5 most popular names for dogs last year were Bailey, Max, Lucy, and Molly. The other top cat names were Max, Chloe, Oliver, and Lucy. Spot and Fido were way down on the list this year. Interestingly enough, though, when it came to birds and exotic pets, including lizards, gerbils, and rabbits, and other companion animals, the top name was Charlie. Reporting for Talking Pets, I'm Bob Page.
Leave some morphine at my door, 'cause it would take a whole lot of medication to realize what we used to have, we don't have it anymore.
And this is Bruno Mars on the soundtrack to Breaking Dawn, the Twilight Saga. It's so funny because Bobby's reading that story, and I ran across the room and yanked out the Twilight CD, and he's like, nobody got to hear this other than on the internet, but he was like, "You doubt me?" And he threw the CD across the room. He already had it queued up. I was like,
ready to go.
I didn't know. I thought I was getting up the top on you there.
I appreciate the help.
I sounded like Bill Clinton there. 866-606-TALK. 866-606.
Monica?
82. Oh, that's the next photo in Awkward Family Pet Photos.
The dog licking the stain off?
Yeah, nice. 866-606-8255. 866-606-TALK. Congratulations to Charlie out there in Bent Fork, Tennessee. I think he's actually the one that won the last book, Awkward Family Pet Photos, so congratulations to him. By the way, don't forget, you guys, recognized as the world's most popular hotel for the dog show, New York's Hotel Pennsylvania is pleased to be the host hotel for the canine hopefuls participating in this annual event. We'll be broadcasting live for the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show there from the Hotel Pennsylvania. So don't forget, we'll be streaming a lot. We'll have photos. We're going to have Facebook and Twitter and everything else going on during the show, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up in just a few weeks.
When is that?
The second week in February. I knew you were going to ask me that, and I didn't write down the dates. But it always is the second week in February.
It's always right around Valentine's Day-ish.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you want to book a room, you definitely want to stay at Hotel Pennsylvania, so you can book it. Just go onto our website, talkinpets.com. There's a banner on there. It says Hotel Pennsylvania. That'll take you right to the booking, and you can stay where we're staying, and we'll see you there. And stop by the show and say that you listen to the show wherever you're from, because there's thousands of people there. And this hotel is right across the street from Madison Square Garden, so it makes it very convenient.
And we lucked out and got hooked up with them last year and stayed there. And really, it made life so easy.
Oh, like there's no tomorrow. I mean, because we would stay, not to say anything about the other hotels, because we love the other hotels, but we would stay across town. And, you know, with traffic in New York and everything like that, it's crazy to get a cab after or before. And for this, literally, we don't have to put a coat on, because we walk out the front door of the hotel and across the street, and we're in Madison Square Garden. It's so convenient.
It's an older hotel,
great.
so it's got a lot of the older charm. And I was really surprised. The rooms we had were really, really nice. Because, I mean, you always get concerned, like, oh, it's a much older hotel. But no. It was really, really nice.
And you went bed bug hunting and did not find a one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I do that at any hotel I stay
do.
at, because that's just, I'm a little creeped out by that. Maybe it's a little phobia.
Well, you hear it a lot in the news. So.
Yeah, so I know exactly what to look for, and looked and didn't see anything.
And that's good.
And here's the thing: any hotel could have said, "Oh, well, we know somebody from the radio coming. Make sure we do it." But there was a mix-up in rooms, and we ended up going to a room that they didn't expect us to go into, and it was still spotless, perfect, and beautiful. It's lovely. I would stay there anytime, no concerns.
Hey, the next call that comes in, 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255, especially if you guys are cat lovers or have cats in your family, we're going to send you out a bag of World's Best Cat Litter, and that's going to come out to you. If you want the single cat or multiple cat, tell Matt, our producer, and we'll send you a bag of that. So that's coming out. What size poundage is that? Is that 7 pounds?
Yeah.
7-pound bag. That's going to come out to you, World's Best Cat Litter. So, and we're going to send you out a bottle of Earth-Friendly Natural Pet Stain and Odor Remover, the #1 stain and odor remover in the country, and a bottle of Nutrix for your dog. So if you have a friend that has, their dog has CDS or doggy dementia, we're going to send you out a bottle of the Nutrix, as Vince is so diligently modeling it there. If you want to order Nutrix, you can do so at their toll-free number, 888-928-5928. You can do so right there, and you can ask them information about it as well, because it's a very serious thing. Dr. Lisa, when you came in earlier, and I didn't mean to want away from the subject, but we had Mike Bender on that we were talking to, but you were talking about microchipping, and I did want to say something on that, is just how important that is, especially these days, because people are always on the go with their pets, too. They take them, seems like, wherever they go. And it's so easy for a pet to get away.
Absolutely.
And with the microchipping, can you tell people the procedure? It's not difficult, right?
No, it's very easy. It can be done on an animal awake or under anesthesia. The microchip is about the size of a staple, a little bit thicker than a staple, but about that size. And it's inserted via a large needle under the skin, usually between the shoulder blades. And it's just one quick poke. And, I've microchipped many cats awake, many dogs awake, and it's not a problem.
If my cats know we can take it, anybody can take it.
I mean, it takes 5 seconds.
And they have to register their pets once it's
right. So then what happens after the pet is microchipped is you have to register with that particular company, and there are many different many different companies that make microchips. There's Home Again, there's AKC, there's Avid, there's those are just the ones off the top of my head.
But it's very important.
There are numerous.
And to let people know, because a lot of people will use tags, on the collars and stuff, but anybody could take a collar off.
Correct.
Or it could fall off. So there goes the tag.
But the microchip is permanent.
They do tattoos, which are permanent, but sometimes they fade or
sometimes
they get covered
hard
with
to
hair.
Read. Yeah.
So the microchip is a good way to go.
But even with a tattoo, you can't tell who the owner is if it's just got a number. It's identifying the animal, but the owners still have to find that animal.
Right. So what happens is if your pet gets lost and ends up at a shelter or a clinic, they can scan the animal for a microchip, and if it's found, they can trace it back to the company, and if you have your information registered with that company, the company will notify you, or the shelter will notify you that they found your pet.
I'll do this real quick. We were watching one of those crazy car chases on TV in Orlando, and they got in an accident, and 2 dogs go flying out. We all freaked out. Well, like an hour later, the news was completely reporting that the pets were found were microchipped, and they found the owner's family.
That's awesome.
Spay and neuter your pets and help control that pet population. From myself, John Patch,
Dr. Vince Santonzi,
Dr. Lisa Santonzi,
Bob Page.
We say goodbye for now. Don't forget, check us out live on the webcam at all times when we're broadcasting during the show at talkinpets.com. And please join us on our Facebook and also Twitter. That's talkinpets.com, TALKIN pets.com, talkinpets.com.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.